I've stitched the two bottom and top pairs together. So bottom and top left side, bottom and top right side, all joined together at the snout with the lips sort of conjoining them. So the next thing I'm going to do is to join all the way along the top of the whale. But before I do that, remembering to put in the little old dorsal fin, one of them, and there it is, quite close to the back. Remember the one we looked at was in the wrong place slightly, so that's going to sit on there, pointing towards the back, like so, and upside down. So I'm not checking at all, I'm just going to go and do it. Again, just a bit of basting here now, isn't it, for the first bit. Nothing worse than forgetting to put this in, because I've done it several times, just finished the whole whale and oops, there's something missing on the back. It's only a tiny thing, but it looks very bare without them. So that's that together. So now, like so, because that's the important bit, that's the bit that we'll look at, is right at the end of the nose there, whether it's joining up. So I'll start there, pinch them together, get them under. So just following the line and keeping the two edges together. And of course when we come to do the bottom, we don't stitch all the way on the bottom, we stop halfway because we leave it open so that when it's turned we can stuff it. Quite a long way, isn't it? It's a big whale. Over a metre long, this one. Before I started, I did check that the bobbin was filled. There's nothing worse than getting all the way through here. Can you see me through there? I say, there's nothing worse than getting all the way to the end and finding that the bobbin is empty. Only say. Now remember, I didn't come all the way to the end of the tail, and this is why, because that needs to open up there as we get towards the end. Otherwise we couldn't close that end up. There we go, almost there. There we go. Stitch a little bit. There we go. And there we have it. So far so good. Next is the hand stitching around the snout. So here we are at the, whoops, you don't want to see my nose very much, do you, like that? Here we are at the, we have kind of skipped a rather large bit here because I didn't think it made very good film. But what happened was, you can see now that what I've done is I finished by stitching up, hand stitching around the snout, which was the missing bit of the thing. So the thing is now stitched up all round, down the sides, and the top and the bottom. As I said, the bottom isn't entirely stitched up. It comes down to about 3/4 of the way down the underbody and then stops there. We need that bit to turn it around, which is what's going to happen now. This is the magic bit of turning it around. So hope you can see this. First thing is to put my arm right in and then right the way down to the snout, which is why you need that big opening, you see, because it's it's a lot of way to get in there. So you get right down to the end, start turning the snout end like so, pulling as it goes, as it comes back through, and then in a little while we'll start to see for the first time, and this is the magical moment when you know when you've done it right or wrong. There we go. There's the eyes, and the eyes are the important thing, because at this stage they're a little bit vulnerable and they might start to pop out, so you've got to be careful to get it past the eyes carefully, and then it's a bit more robust. But so far so good. There we go. That was fairly easy to turn, and it's looking good so far. Let's just get the hand in there again and push the snout right out. There it is. Oh, it's looking good. At this stage, you quite often find that there are little holes that you've missed here and there, but at the moment, there's none. And those seams should line up nicely at the end there. If they don't, then it just looks odd and you've got it all misshapen, but no, look at that. They're all in the right place. Don't worry about any loose threads, they all get snipped off. Just check all around the seams, especially around the flippers. There can be little gaps there. It's all right along the top seam, all right by that flipper, and then all the way down there's our little pectoral fin, right down to the tail, or fluke it's called. And this can be awkward to turn because you've got a lot of stuff in there, and this is where the Greenland fishery spoon comes in, which I did mention earlier. There it is. So you just get the spoon into there, it being a nice soft roundy thing. Can't poke anything sharp in here because, well, you just go straight through this leather and it's horrible. And then just slowly push all them out. It does help if you push them back in occasionally just to even it up, otherwise it's horribly bunched up. But there we go, you can see it taking shape now. This leather is a joy to turn. Some leather's really stiff and horrible, like, you know, something like that there, the kudu. You could not possibly do that with this, with that leather. But there we are, it's making a nice shape already. This is going to be one very fine whale, you know. And it'll sell tomorrow, Vic. Huh? This one. Is it? Yeah, I think this is going to be the star of the show tomorrow. Is it a bluey? Yeah, but it's black. I don't think I've ever made a black bluey before, and it's really fine grain. It's lovely stuff, huh? It's nice when you get really good leathers like this and they're just a joy to turn. They just turn themselves. See that? It's done now. There we are. Nice shape on that. And there it is. Oh, it's looking good, eh? There's just the stuffing to do. Good.